It's time for another coffee talk with John. And I don't have one because it's the afternoon and beautiful. But, normally on a coffee talk, I don't answer questions. I just kind of talk. And on this one, I want to actually answer a question somebody asked on the channel, because I just liked the question, and I thought it was a very impactful question for me, and I think it's just interesting. So the actual question was, what do I think my mom would say to me now? And I loved it, because for those of you who don't know, my mom had her master's degree in liturgy, was head of liturgical doctrine at our Catholic Church, and so she was very much into her dogmatic religion. But my mom and I, towards the end of her life, delved deep into spiritual conversations. We talked a lot about spirituality and what it meant to us both, and it was a very free-flowing conversation. Mom went to her Irish Catholic priest, and she said, "Father, I'm very concerned. My son thinks he's a reincarnated apostle." And the priest looked around. He says, "Don't discount it. It might be true," because he was Irish. And so even though the priest was having this, keep your mind open sort of concept. Now, my mother, being a very dogmatic person, after she died, they were emptying out the house, and they found in one of her filing cabinets, she had an entire folder filled with clippings about John of New and people who were sharing healing stories and everything else. She like literally was tracking it. After she died, my sister, who was not a very metaphysical type of person, ended up going to see a medium. And Mom came through the medium, and she was blown away because the information was so clean. So she took my other sister back, and Mom came through, and it was very clear again. So the next time I was home, she said, "Well, John, you should go." So I went, and my sister went as well, but she sat on the other side of the room because she didn't want the lady on stage to see us together, and because she was very science-minded. She did not want anything to mess up the experiment. And I sat down, and suddenly the woman on stage is like, "I see someone over here to my left playing the piano." So she's like, "Right here playing the piano." Now, my mom was a piano and organ teacher, and it was her side job while she was working at the church. And she played the organ for the church, and she was an excellent piano player, and she played the piano in our home frequently. And she says she works, and she mentions the church, and she says, and there's somebody in here who's got like a vaudeville background, right? Well, Renaissance festivals are considered the new vaudeville. It's the same sort of style of entertainment. And so I had done Renaissance festivals forever. And so I raised my hand, and the lady says, "Oh, good." So nobody was raising their hand. I raised my hand, I stood up, and she's like, "Did you do like spiritual counseling or something like that?" Now, meanwhile, yeah, I had. My mom knew all about it. And my mom said, through the medium, she says, you don't know all the good you've done. You don't know all the good you've done." And like most people here on earth, I have my own self-doubts and my own belief, and desire to leave good works behind. And my mom said to me through that medium, "You don't know all the good you've done." And that meant a great deal to me, because it really meant that she saw that I did good works. But not only that, she was seeing the effects of the good works. And I believe now I'm still doing good works. I believe that right now I am literally having a broader reach, because by being on YouTube, I'm able to reach many continents. And so what would my mother say to me now? I think my mother would be very proud of the work that I do. I think my mother would be right behind me, applauding me every step of the way. And I literally think what she would say to me now is that she's proud of me, and that keep going, you're doing good. That's what my mom would say to me now. And I totally believe that, because every day I get up and I come out here and I make videos, and the intention behind those videos is always about doing good. It's about helping people get over their limitations, their dogmas, their struggles in life, and create something beautiful. And in doing that, it affects the entire world, because by changing individuals, we're changing the population, we're changing the world. And by putting more and more love into the world, I'm doing good works. And my mom was absolutely right when she came through that medium. I don't know all the good that I'm doing. I just am putting out good works with the expectation that it's doing good work. And if it helps someone step out to this next level, of course my mom's gonna be proud of me, and that's why she would respond that way. And that's my belief about your question. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. The John of New channel is solely funded by your generous donations and purchases of private readings and merchandise. To help out, go to johnofnew.com or use the donation link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.